very good morning, everyone. You're joining us live here on Penang's Facebook channel as well as YouTube channel. So today we are going to continue the third part of our series of Ahli Teknologi Muda AI, brought to you by Penang in collaboration with the Kementerian of Science, Technology and Inovasi, Sempena Minggu Sains Negara. We'll be starting in a few more minutes, so make yourself comfortable and get ready to learn some cool and interesting stuff. See you all in a few moments. Hi everyone, and welcome to those who have just joined us live here on Penang's Facebook page as well as YouTube channel. Hello everyone, how are you all doing this morning? Are you all feeling good? So as usual, I want to say also good morning to my good friend Fatin. Fatin, how are you?
Hi everyone. Good morning.
Hi.
Okay, what are we learning today, Tim? Maybe you can present.
Today we are finally going to learn something about AI. So the last 2 weeks we be talking about first week. You all remember what we learned? We all learned the theory and all the applications of AI, right? Then the second week, which is last week, we learned about PictoBlox, which we are going to use to program AI. So today, finally, you're all going to be touching some AI elements already. Okay? Okay. Before I go into today's lesson, right, I actually need everyone's help. I need everyone's help. Can you all help teacher Tim or not? Okay. So I need your help to decide something. You all remember last week I showed you a video of my workplace, right? Tekdong Penang. Remember or not? Anybody remember or not? You all watched the Tekdong Penang video? Okay. So right, actually we have a new Tekdong Penang video. So what I want you all to help me with is to tell me which one nicer, the new one or the old one. Okay. So after this, you watch the new one, then you all tell me which one nicer. Okay, this one or the last week one. All right. Okay. So Fatin, can you play our new video? So, what do you all think? Which one nicer? The new one or the old one? Okay, maybe let's vote. Let's vote. Okay, if you think the previous week's video nicer, then you type one. You type one. If you like this new one, then you type two. Okay, two. Can? Let's see how many people like the new one. How many people prefer the old one? Okay, if you like the old one, type one. Type one. If you like the new one, type two. Wow, I see all type two. Okay, okay, okay. Very good. Okay, now I'll let my boss know. Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for helping us decide. So if you see in the new video, right, we actually have drones now. Drones. You all know what is drone or not drone? The flying, the UFO thing, right? If you come to Tech Dome, you can actually try to fly the drone yourself. Okay, so if you come to Tech Dome, you can experience drone already. All right, so thank you everyone for helping us choose the new video. Okay, let's go to our lesson for today, okay? Okay, Fatin, can you please bring up the slide? All right, so in today's session, we are finally touching some AI AD, okay? So the first part of AI we're going to learn is called computer vision and facial recognition. So anyone here pernah tak experience face recognition? Ada tak? Have you all tried face recognition before? Got or not? Never used face recognition before? Got ah? Okay. How many of you actually got smartphone? Smartphone. Ada guna smartphone tak? So if you're using smartphone and your smartphone ada camera, then you actually use facial recognition already. Okay. Okay. So I will go into detail later. What is actually this computer vision and facial recognition, and apa kaitan dengan AI? Alright. So first thing is I want to ask you all. Anybody know who is this guy? Anybody know him or not? Anybody seen this fella before? This is not me. This is not me. This is not me. Anybody know this fella or not? Oh, I see some people say Thor. Anybody know his real name? His real name. Thor is the character he play, right? I saw someone say the Fumiya, is it? Yeah, it's Chris Hemsworth. He's the actor for Thor. So everyone know him, right? Okay, so I want to ask you all. You all know him from where? From the movie Thor, is it? Anyone heard of this Chris Hemsworth from Thor, is it? But before you all watch Avengers, do you all know him or not? Before you all watch any Marvel movies, have you all heard of this guy before? Chris Hemsworth? Or after Avengers only you all know him? I think most people only know him after Avengers, right? After they know his Thor, right? Okay, so how does this how do you all actually recognize him? Okay, so we are talking about how human vision works, okay? How human vision works. So there are four parts. So the first part is, of course, we see things with our eyes. Guna mata tengok. Okay. The next part is we detect the object and the attributes. So for example, just now you saw the picture of Chris Hemsworth, right? So you see this person has two eyes, has a nose, has a mouth. Then you determine, okay, this is a person. Then from that information, you can determine what he got janggut, he got misai, then he got short hair, his face is very square. So you process this information. Then the fourth part is you decide and act on the information. So after you see this face, some of you might think, wow, he's so handsome. I like him. He's my favorite actor already after you see his face. Okay, so this is the steps you take when you see a new image. All right. So this is a step that you see when you see a new image. So is it different from how a computer sees things? Actually, it's quite similar. It's quite similar. So the first part is, of course, the computer needs to see the image. So usually, how does the computer see an image? They use what? Usually they use webcam, right? Webcam or cameras to see an image. So the next part is, of course, they need to detect what is in the image. So for example, just now they detect is a person, but they don't know what person is that yet. They'll just tell you, yes, I see a person. Next, they'll do some canggih things behind to actually tell you who is this person. So if just now they see the Chris Hemsworth photo, they'll tell you, this is Chris Hemsworth, the actor for Thor. So this is how when you Google things, right? Let's say you Google something like BTS. That's how Google find the image of BTS for you all. Okay. So of course the last part is they will act based on the information. So let's say you already say you like Chris Hemsworth, right? So this program probably will recommend to you other movies that Chris Hemsworth is acting in. Okay, so this is how human vision and computer vision works. Okay, next part, I show you how it looks like. Okay, for example, right here on the left, you see a bowl of fruits. Got buah-buah kat sini. So the first part is, of course, you guna mata untuk lihat. What is the object you're looking at? So the information was sent to your brain. So your brain will process, then will tell you what is this object. So in this object is they got your eye will see is bowl, got oranges, got banana, got lemon, got peaches. Okay, so this is the step through your eyes and sent to your brain. Okay. So for computer vision, also something similar. First, they'll use their eye. Here, you see, it's called a sensing device. So a sensing device could be a camera, could be a reader, something that can capture image lah. So once they capture the image, they'll send it to a interpreting device. So this interpreting device is the one will process to tell you what is the object that they're looking at. What is the object that the computer is looking at? So they'll tell you then, saya nampak bowl, saya nampak orange, saya nampak pisang, saya nampak lemon, saya nampak peaches. So this is how the human vision and computer vision they process the image information. Okay, another way that a computer sees things is very funny one. They won't see it like you and me. So, okay, let's say you see here on the left is a picture. So, right, in the picture, they will assign a number for different color. So you see at the top here, black color, they give the number 6. Then slightly lighter black, they give number 10. Okay, so they give this code to all this color. Then in the end, right, they only see this number chart. You see this number chart or not? They only see this. They will process this. So of course, as a human kan, if you see this number chart, of course, you tak faham kan. You don't know what is this number. It doesn't make sense to us. But for a computer, this is how they see images. So using this number, right, they can actually draw out a picture in their processing unit. This picture could be Abraham Lincoln, but I don't know lah. It's blurry, so could be anyone lah. All right. Okay, so also self-driving cars also use computer vision. So they follow the same 4 steps: the acquire, process, analyze, and act. So the first part, of course, they need to see the objects in front of them using the camera. Okay, I want to give you all a quick quiz. You all know Tesla, right? We all talk about Tesla, right? Tesla, the self-driving car. Anyone know or not? Tesla car got how many cameras? Anybody know? This is a small quiz I want to give you all. Anybody know or not? How many cameras does a Tesla car have? Siapa tahu tak? Anybody know? Okay, Suresh say 34. Okay, not that many. Not 34. Vital say 4. More than 4. More than 4. Okay, I see some people mention the right answer already. Yeah, is 8 cameras. So Tesla in total have 8 cameras. So why you ask? Then you ask me, kenapa banyak sangat kamera? So Tesla car, right, actually doesn't see only in front, They see 360 degrees. That means every corner also they can nampak. Okay? Front, back, side, semua nampak. Okay? So this is important because they need to determine all the object around them. Okay? They need to determine all the object around them. So they use these cameras to capture the image. Okay? So you see in this example, the Tesla car see what? A little girl crossing the road. So the Tesla car, the computer they will process. Okay, I see this little girl in front of me crossing the road. Then the Tesla car will decide, should I knock this girl or not? Is it safe to drive over her? The Tesla car will think like that. So based on the programming, right, on the program, they'll tell the car, is it okay to knock a little girl crossing the road? Okay tak? Will it cause any damage or not? Will it cause a damage to me, the car? Will it cause damage to the little girl? Then they will do some calculation. So usually if the car sees a person, of course they won't knock lah. They will stop. Okay, they will stop. But if let's say, right, if the car is driving, then they see something on the road. Let's say a small stone. They see a small stone. So they'll calculate. Kalau I drive over this small stone, anything will happen, not? They'll calculate. Then if the car determines that it's safe to drive over the stone, then the car won't change the course. You'll go straight. This one, right, they calculate in millisecond. They make decision in millisecond. Very cepat one. They cannot slow one. Because kereta kan laju. So, of course, when there is thinking time, the kereta won't stop, The kereta will still be moving. So, he need to come with the decision while he's driving. Okay, so this is another example of computer vision they use in the world. Okay, so now we talk about how do we actually do computer vision in PictoBlox. All right, so in PictoBlox, right, last week I think I showed you all something called the extension. So in PictoBlox, you can add something called this artificial intelligence extension. So inside this artificial intelligence extension, you can do a lot of things. So here you can see, can do computer vision, can do face recognition, can do optical character recognition, can do speech recognition. But today, we are doing computer vision and face recognition, okay? So later we will create our own program to test our computer vision skills. All right. So we will test this. Okay. So these are some of the blocks you will see when you add in the artificial intelligence extension. So you have some recognized blocks. These are all new blocks that you won't see in your normal Scratch. Tak ada kan? You all don't see these blocks in normal Scratch kan? Or your Scratch now very canggih already, got these blocks. Have you all seen these blocks before or not? Pernah nampak tak blocks semua ni in Scratch? I don't think so got lah. I don't think got lah. This one is only specific to PictoBlox. That's why PictoBlox lebih canggih sikit dari your normal Scratch. Okay, so later we will play with all these blocks. We will play with all these blocks. We will try how we will create a program from all these blocks. Okay, so these are some other blocks. You see, later we will create a program that will detect celebrity. We will ask the program to tell us what is the name of this celebrity. All right. So we will learn all this later. Okay. So after computer vision, we're going to learn about face recognition. So what is face recognition? So you can see here, face recognition is something that recognize your face lah. Cam muka. Okay, you cam your muka. So from this program, you can actually try to guess what is the sex and age of the person. So you can see here, the program is detecting that there's four faces. There are 3 males and 1 female. Then there are 2 adults and 2 children. So we use facial recognition technology to do this. So how do they actually do this? Got two methods. They use 2 methods to do this. So the first method is called knowledge base. So knowledge base is using pengetahuan. What do we know about our face? So a normal face usually will have what? 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears, right? So they use this knowledge to determine whether what they're looking at is a face or not. All right. So the second part is called feature base. The second part is called feature base. So this one, they use something called a landmark. They detect landmark. Okay. So your face is not flat, one, right? Your face is not flat, kan? Got bumps and all that. So your eyes got shape, your nose got shape, your mouth got shape, right? So they use these shapes to determine a face. Okay, so remember, there are 2 methods to detect faces: knowledge base and feature base. Okay, next part is we talk about. Okay, this one, you see, of course, why we have 2 methods is because each method got kelebihan, got disadvantages. So what is the advantage of a knowledge-based detection? So the first one is, of course, very simple to come out with the rules lah. Because most people got the same amount of nose, same amount of eyes, same amount of mouth, right? 2 mata, 1 hidung, 1 mulut, 2 telinga. So it's very easy. You can tell this to computer. Okay, if you see 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, it's a face. All right? So then you can add some extra rules to determine some other features lah. All right? So what are the disadvantages of using knowledge-based detection? The main one is it cannot differentiate between let's say you see here, right? You see the tattoo, right? The tattoo got what? The tattoo got eyes. So if the program sees a tattoo with eyes, then they say, hey, just now you tell me if the person got eyes is a face. But then I see an eye here. Then what should I do? Is it a face or not? Just now you tell me if got eye, it means it's a human. So this will confuse your program. If your tattoo got another face, even more confusing to the program. The program will probably tell you, hey, this person got 2 heads, got 2 faces. Maybe it's a monster or an alien. So this is the disadvantage of using knowledge-based detection. Okay. So this is knowledge-based detection. Now let's look at the feature-based detection. Okay. So the feature-based, just now I say you use landmark. Okay, landmark. So with landmark, right? Actually, they can capture from the side angle also. Okay, doesn't have to be front angle. You don't have to face the camera. From side also, they can detect. So, but what is the disadvantage of using feature-based? So feature-based, right? Because it looks at landmarks. So sometimes if your image, your background is very a lot of things going on. That means, let's say you using green screen, then your green screen got a lot of things, a lot of things. Then you'll cause some problems in your program already. Also, for feature-based, right, it needs high resolution photo, high resolution. You all know it's high resolution? Anybody heard of this term before? High resolution. So for high resolution, it means the picture must be very, very clear. Very clear. High quality. Yes, high quality. Very clear. If it's too blurry, right? Very pixelated, tak clear, then also the detection won't be so accurate. So it needs high resolution. So you see, sometimes your camera, when you open your camera, you got see a box or not? Box. Your camera actually got a face detection software camera technology installed in it already. So a lot of cameras, right? When you capture image time, you can see box over people's head on, right? Over people's face. So that one is detecting all the faces in your camera. All right. Yeah, it looks like sometimes it's green color box. You can see a green color box. After this, you can try with your handphone. You try to see and see. You open your camera in your handphone, see got box or not. When you're shooting people time, of course you need to shoot people lah. If you show your car, of course you won't got no box lah. So it needs to see a face. Then only the box will come out. So I tell you all now I tell you all a funny story that my friend told me before. You know, everyone know what is a graveyard kan? Cemetery. You all know a cemetery, kubur. In Bahasa, it's called kubur. So my friend, he went to the cemetery to visit his grandfather that passed away. So when at the cemetery time, he go to the cemetery, he go put the flower, he talked a bit with his grandfather. Then before he leave, right, he want to take selfie, no? Take selfie with the grandfather punya tombstone. You all know the tombstone, right? The one usually they put the face of the person they bury one. Okay? He want take selfie. He want take selfie with the handphone lah. So while he taking the selfie time, right, he see the face detection box on his face. Then suddenly he see another box, beside him. But there's nobody there. Only him and his grandfather's tombstone lah. The batu nisan. Yeah, the batu nisan. Betul. Then he takes selfie time. He see two boxes, two facial detection boxes, Then he was wondering, why got two boxes? I only taking selfie alone only. Then after that he didn't think anything. He just take the photo. Then he go back. Then he tell the story to my group of friends. When he tell the story time, then my friend say, "Hey, this box, you know or not, is actually detect face one, That means if you see two box, it's either detecting your face and someone else's face. Correct or not?" Then you're thinking, "Oh, is it? But that time I was alone. How can they detect two people?" Then my other friend say, "Ayah, of course, one box is detect you, the other is detect the ghost of your grandfather lah." Then my friend nearly fainted after he hear this. But actually, it's not ghost lah. It's not ghost. The camera cannot detect ghost one actually, because the ghost got no features ma. Is you all know ghost see through one, right? So of course the ghost cannot the facial detection cannot see the ghost. Actually, the facial detection box is detecting the picture, the photo of the grandfather on the tombstone on the batu nisan. Yeah, it's detecting the photo. He just didn't notice only. All right. So this is a funny story my friend told me. I thought it's funny, that's why I share with you all. Okay. So okay. So now we'll go into how the computer actually detects faces. So there are 4 parts also. There are 4 parts. Everything in AI is 4 parts one. So easy to remember. Got 4 parts. First, you'll take the face, just the face. The face. Then you extract all the landmark points, all the important points. You see here? These are all the points that the program will capture. After the program capture all these landmark points, you compare the landmark points with the database you have. Then after this, you match. Okay, so I ask you all, have you all heard of this show called CSI before? CSI. CSI. Pernah dengar tak? Rancangan TV CSI. Got or not? Maybe you're too young, you're too young. You haven't heard of this show before. But I think your parents should have heard of this show before, CSI. You can ask your parents, what is CSI? It's a TV show about this special group of police. It's part of a police department. What this police department do is they will try to catch orang jahat. So how they catch orang jahat? So they will use all this technology where they check for fingerprint, all the blood, all these things to catch the penjahat. So another part is they will use is camera. So you know, right? Like some places got CCTV. So if the CCTV managed to record the jenayah, the crime, then they'll send this footage to the CSI, the department. They'll send the footage to the CSI department. Then what this CSI department will do, they'll extract the face lah. They extract the face, then they compare with the database of all the people. Then they will, you can see lah, you will scan through all the people until they find a similar photo. Then they will tell you, police, I found out who is this person, this person's name, age, address, all that. So they use this technology to catch the bad guys in this TV show lah, CSI. The show is quite interesting actually. If you're interested in this, right, in crime scene, you should watch the show. It's very interesting. You can learn a lot of things. Okay, it's called CSI. You can go Google later. Right? So here, just now I was talking about the camera one, right? It looks like this. The box looks like this. It detects the faces one. So it detects the face. Got one box over your face one. It looks like this lah. When you open your camera app, maybe your camera app different from other people's camera app, but most camera apps now should have this facial detection software inside AD. And if you're really interested in photography, right? Photography, there's a camera called DSLR. DSLR. It's a very, very powerful camera that all the professional photographer use one. Like the studio, the photography studio, they use something called a DSLR camera. So this camera also has this technology inside. But this camera is not cheap. This camera is not cheap. This DSLR, very expensive one. All right. So another place where they use facial recognition is in where? Facebook. Have you experienced facial recognition in Facebook or not? Got? Anybody know? Anybody heard of it before? Facial recognition in Facebook. Ada tak? So if you all don't know, right? Actually, Facebook, you got your friend list, right? Your friend list. Then let's say you take a new photo with your friend. You take a new photo with your friend. You don't have to tag your friend anymore, Facebook will automatically tag who is in your friend list that's inside your photo. Automatic one. So they use facial recognition software to do that. So they'll compare your photo with the photos in your friend list to see whose face is it similar to. Then after they determine the similar face already, then they'll automatically tag that person. So that one is using facial recognition software. So another way they use facial recognition software is in your handphone, your smartphone. So some people they use this face unlock feature. Face unlock feature. You all heard before or not? Face unlock feature. That means right, you use your face to unlock your phone instead of your fingerprint. Instead of you type in the code, you use your face to unlock the photo. To unlock your phone. But of course, you need your face need to be the same lah. What I mean is, because I tried before the face unlock feature in my phone. I take time. I comb my hair nicely. I put makeup. Then I use to unlock. But then in the morning time, right, I wake up. I try to unlock. Cannot unlock. The phone keep telling me, "Hey, sorry, your face is different from the face that is the owner of the phone." So the phone don't want to unlock, even though it's me, right? It's me. But because the my face is different from when I take the original unlock, that's why I cannot detect. So you need to make sure lah that is your face is consistent. Don't use your face when you put makeup all. So when you don't use makeup time, you cannot detect. Or don't use the face when you just woke up. Okay. Okay, so in PictoBlox, they have another extension called the face detection block. So later you'll see all these. Okay. So we have a lot of new blocks. So this extension is specifically for detecting image from your webcam. So anything to do with webcam, right? They'll use this block. So from this, you see, you can store your face, you can get your expression, can detect all this, can detect when you're happy, can detect when you're scared, can detect when you're sad, can detect when you're surprised. Okay. So it can even detect how big is your face, how big is your face. Like how wide or how high is your face. Okay, all this we will try later. All right, don't worry. Okay, enough talk already, enough talk. Now we will go into PictoBlox already. Okay, so the first program that we're going to try to do is what? We're going to create a program that detects celebrities in a photo. All right. Okay, last week got some people didn't manage to install the PictoBlox, right? Because got some error. Okay, don't worry. I actually found another installer for your for if you cannot if you try last week's installer cannot install, you try this new installer. Okay. Fatin, can you share the link to the installation folder? Okay, so in this installation folder, right, you will see an extra thing inside. You see version 1, version 2, right? PictoBlox version 1, version 2. So last week, if you cannot install version 1, you try to install version 2. Okay, you try to install version 2. See if can or not. All right. Okay. So you all try to install the version 2 if you cannot. All right. Okay. So everyone who already installed your PictoBlox, you can launch it. Boleh buka dulu PictoBlox, everyone. If you already launched a PictoBlox, wait let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay. So after you launch your PictoBlox, Fatin, can you bring up my screen? Okay. So this is your PictoBlox, right? This is your PictoBlox. For this next step, there's one more step before we can do the AI programming. We need to do one more step. We need to sign in. So at the top right-hand corner, can you see at the top right-hand corner? If you click it, you ask you to sign in one. So of course, teacher already signed in already. So once you all sign in, right, you all will see something, these credits. So you actually need these credits to do the AI programming. So without signing in, you can't do the AI. So you need to sign in first. Uh, you don't have to pay anything. Don't have to pay anything. You can pick the free version. You can sign in for free. So if you sign in, you'll get automatically 1,000 credit. 1,000 credit. Okay. So once you sign in, you have 1,000 credit. Teacher one is different because teacher is teacher lah. Teacher got teacher account. So teacher got extra a bit. So if your credit habis, no choice. You have to buy more credit. You have to buy more credit. All right. So everyone sign in first. Sign in. If you don't sign in, then you can't do the next part. Have to sign in to do the next part. Why not fair? You all want more credits, is it? Yeah. Now we are in PictoBlox now. Okay, you need the credits to do certain things in PictoBlox, especially for the AI. Because now you see the face recognition, all that, right? We need credits to use. We need credits to use the facial recognition. Okay, let me go through again. To sign in, at the top right hand corner, kat kanan, atas. You all see here at the top right hand corner, there's a face here. You click it, then you sign in. Okay, maybe I show you all I sign out first. Okay. So if you never sign in yet, he'll ask you to sign in here. Right? You all see this sign in? Click it. And then after you register already, then you sign in. Okay? Boleh? So teacher is signing in now. After you sign in, then you can see already how much credits you get. So everyone will get 1,000 credit lah. Everyone will get 1,000 credit. Use your username, not your email, right? Remember, use your username, not your email. I think you all use your email instead of username. Of course, you need to create first lah. You need to create your account first, register first. Okay. If you're interested in getting, okay, your test first. Your test with this 1,000 credit first, okay? If tak cukup, then Next week, maybe I teach you all how to get more credits. All right. But 1,000 credits is actually a lot, Eddie. 1,000 credits is a lot. You can do a lot of things, Eddie. All right. Okay. Everyone okay, Eddie, or not? Everyone already managed to sign in? If you all cannot sign in, can you all tell me which part you're stuck? Which part you're stuck? You're stuck at which part? Kat mana? Where you're stuck? Okay. For those who sign in already, right? For those who sign in, you all go to your bottom left here. You all see this purple block at the bottom left? Click the purple block. Then the first one you're going to do is this one. Artificial intelligence. Okay. So select this one. Artificial intelligence. So then it asks you to wait for a while it's loading all the new blocks. Okay, for those who have already signed in, you can go to your extension and add the artificial intelligence extension. So before you click sign in, you need to register first. Kena register dulu sebelum sign in. Kalau tak, of course tak dapat detect lah account. Okay. Okay, so make sure you use your username. Make sure you use your username, not your email address. Got problem so can. What problem they say? They never say what problem is it. Oh, your mom need her password. Okay, okay. Okay. Don't worry. You all just watch the video first. So after this, maybe I'll help you all try to troubleshoot. So you all just follow along for now. Then later you all can rewatch the recording also lah, no problem. All right. Yeah, you all should get 1,000 credit. Everyone should get 1,000, at least 1,000. Okay. So now, after you add your extension, after add extension, your AI extension, you will see a new block in your new block palette. This block. So you have all these block, right? Before this, so you have a new one. So the first program that we're going to do, just now, we will ask the program to find out how many celebrities in a photo and tell us the name of the celebrities. Okay? Sounds good? Sounds good, everyone? Okay. So, okay, we will move Toby to the bottom left so he doesn't block the photo. So we can move Toby to the bottom left here. Then to lock Toby in place, we will put this block. Now, let me make bigger. So to make sure Toby always is at the bottom left, we use this go-to block. Okay, we use this go-to block. So he'll be locked in this place forever. Forever and ever. You'll be stuck here, Toby. All right. Next, then we will need we want to first thing first is we want to recognize. So we will use this. You all see this block here? Recognize image feature in image. Okay. So this block will he will look at your photo, then you will upload, then it will tell you what's inside the photo. Okay. Okay. So the first one is we want to know how many celebrity how many celebrity is in the photo. So to do that, we use this one. Okay, this count block. But instead of object, we use celebrity. Okay, so instead of object, this now was object, right? So you change to celebrity. Okay, so the next part is, of course, after we count it, we want to know the name of the celebrity. We want to know the name. So we use this one, name. So of course we change this to celebrity. Okay, everyone okay? So far, understand? Boleh? Okay, so let's make a program from these 4 blocks. Okay, these 4 blocks. The first thing first is we want Toby to welcome, to greet us. So let's ask him to say something. Okay, let's ask him to say something. So let's say we ask say, hello. Hello. I am currently uh, looking at the image. Okay. So when you start the program, you will start with this. So if you click here, you can see. So let's say, right, your Toby accidentally fly here. But when you start the program time, right, he'll go back to his original position. So this is what the go-to block does. It will send him from anywhere to the original location. Okay. So this say block is just him talking. So he'll just say the message that we type. So next part is we need him to look at the image. So where will we put our image? Where will we put our image? So the image, of course, we will put in our backdrop. In our backdrop. So for Toby to look at the backdrop, we use this one. Switch backdrop. Okay, switch backdrop. Okay. So this switch backdrop will change the backdrop to the backdrop we want. Okay, so now you see here is a empty backdrop, right? So now what I want everyone to do is you go to Google and download an image of celebrity, any celebrity. All right. So how do you, okay, let's say after you download your image already, how do you add the image into PictoBlox? Very easy. At the bottom right here, you see this one? All right. If you see this, then you choose this one, upload backdrop. Okay. Once you go to upload backdrop, you go to your image folder, then you select the image. Okay. So here I already download an image of these people, of these people. Okay. So later Toby will try to detect who are these people. So here we need to change the name to your image name. Okay. To your image name. Okay. Next, then we ask him already. Please check through all these faces to see who are they. Okay. Once check through, of course, we need Toby to tell us the result. So the first thing first is we want Toby to tell us how many celebrities in the photo. How many celebrities in the photo. But because we need him to tell us a message, we will use the join one. Because we can't fit everything in one box here. We can't fit everything in one box. So let's say we will say there are there are how many celebrities? There are celebrities in the photo. Okay. So here we did another join one. Okay, here there are, okay, like this. So here you say there are how many celebrities in the photo. So of course you click now, he'll say zero celebrities because we haven't connected to the recognized block yet. Okay, so we put this here for now. Okay, next part is we need Toby to tell us who are the celebrities. Who are the celebrities? So what we want to do now is we need to set the variable. Okay, we need to set the variable. After we need to store the information of the celebrities in this variable. So we will call this a variable celebrities. Okay. So we set it to 0 first. Then because we need to go through each photo, each face one by one. We need to make the program. We call it a loop. Loop. Okay, we need to loop. So how do we use loop? For loop, we use this repeat. We use this repeat block. Okay, we use this repeat block. So as long as there's a new celebrity face, it will keep repeating. That means after he detect this person, he'll move on to the next one, then next one, then next one, next one, until the end lah. Okay. So how do we ask him to check? So we check it by using the count one, the count. So as long as there's a celebrity in the photo, the program will keep running. So as long as as you can count, as long as there's someone to count, as long as there's a celebrity, then the program will keep running. Sorry, not here. Yeah. Here. Okay. So as long as you see a celebrity, then you run the program. So what else do we want to do? We want to, of course, ask Toby to tell us the name, right? So to do that, we will use the say. Okay. So we use the join one to okay. So the name now is already stored in the celebrity variable. So it's stored in the celebrity variable. So this one will say the celebrity name is okay. So this one, instead of 1, we will change it to our variable. Then, of course, for each celebrity that we count, we need to plus 1. Okay, we need to plus 1. So we use this under the event block. In the variable block, we use it to change by 1. Every time you count one celebrity, you plus 1. Okay? Okay. So far, everyone clear or not? Everyone managed to follow or not? Or are you all lost already? Okay, okay. So of course, if you're not clear, you can always re-listen to this video later. Okay. The last thing, what do we need to add for this program to work? What's the last thing? Anybody know or not? What is the last thing we need to add? Anybody know what is the last thing we need to add for this program to work? Yeah, we need to add the start block, or we call it the head block. Head block. So head block you can find in the events. So we use this one. Okay. Let me explain the code one by one again. So this head block you see here is the starting block. So this head block is when the flag is clicked. So you see the flag here. So when you click this flag, your program will run. You'll do all these things. But let's say if you use this one, when space is clicked. So if you change with this one, so the program will start when you press your space bar. So this is called the head block or the starting block. All right. So let's use this one first, the flag one. Okay, next block is we talk about go to. Go to is the block that will set where your sprite is located. Okay, you set where your sprite is located. So let's say your sprite you set to this coordinate D. But then after the program run, your sprite jump to here. So this block will always reset your sprite to this position, to the original position, which was here just now. Okay, so this you can say is like a reset block, reset the place block, the location block. Okay, so the say block is the block where Toby talk. You know, when you want Toby to say something, if you want Toby to say something like hello, so you type your message here, like yo, what's up, guys? So you'll say out your message. All right. So this is the say block. Okay. Next block we use is the switch backdrop block. Okay. You see this image of the Avengers just now was empty, right? Just now was empty. So when you add in your own image into PictoBlox, you can switch it to the backdrop you want. So to do that, we use the switch backdrop. Okay, we use the switch backdrop. All right. So the next part is this is the AI part lah. The AI part. So is the recognize image feature from the stage block. So what does this block do actually? So if you see here in the drop down box, got a few options. So you can see you got face detail, got handwritten text, got printed text. So now we are telling the program to look at the image and try to find image features. Okay, we want it to look for image features instead of face details, instead of handwritten text, instead of printed text. Look at the image features. All right. Then we want Toby to tell us how many celebrities do you see in this photo actually? How many celebrities do you see? All right. So we use the celebrity count photo block. Okay, the celebrity count block to count how many photos, how many celebrities inside the image. Okay, so the reason I use this join block in the operators, there's a join block. It's because I have two separate sentences I need to join together. So you see here, right? Apple, banana. So if I want to say there's something in between the two words, I use the join block. Okay? Because you can't join everything in one block. Cannot. In the same block, you can't join everything in one block. So you need to join the two sentences together. Okay? That is what the join block is for. Alright? Okay, so the next part is we set the celebrities to 0. Why do we do this? We do this is because we want it to check for every celebrity in the photo. So we need to set it in a loop. If we don't set this loop, Toby will just look at the first person. You see this first person? Okay, he's a celebrity. Then I tell you, there's one celebrity. Then his name. He won't check the other celebrities. All right, because the program is actually going through one by one all the faces. So we want it to loop until it check all the faces. Semua muka. So first we need to set the counter to 0. All right, we set the counter to 0. Then we tell him, if you see a celebrity, then you add 1 to your count. So you add 1, and then the next one, celebrity, add another 1. So 2 already. Then the next count, add another 1, 3. Then next, add another 1, 4. Then add until all the celebrity has been counted. Okay, so this is what the change celebrity by 1 does. It add 1 every time you see one celebrity. Okay, let's say this second photo is my photo. And because I am not a celebrity, right? So after he add 1 here, he see, hey, this guy doesn't look like celebrity also. So I won't count him. So I won't add 1 here. But then after the next one, celebrity. So I add 1. So it becomes 2. All right. So the last block we use is the, we want Toby to tell us the name of the celebrity if there is celebrity in the photo. So this is what this block is for. Okay. Okay. So after all this talk, let's see if the program works or not. Okay. So we start the program by clicking the flag. Okay. So click the flag. So Toby is looking at the image. He said there's 4 celebrity. Do you all see that? So you only detect 4 celebrities inside. So who are the celebrities that detected? Let's see. First one is Chris Hemsworth. Okay, Chris Hemsworth here. Jeremy Renner here. 3, Chris Evans. 4, Scarlett Johansson. So for some reason, Iron Man's face, Robert Downey Jr. face, he cannot recognize. That's why he only tell you got 4 celebrities. Okay, maybe because he wear these funny glasses, right? That's why Toby cannot recognize him. Okay, so do you all try on your PictoBlox or not? You all can try with other photos to see whether can detect or not. Okay, let me try with another photo. Okay, another photo. We try another photo. Let me see. Okay, let's try this photo. Right, we try this photo. See whether can detect these 3 people or not. Okay, so according to Toby, there are 2 celebrities. One is Rupert Green and Emma Page. I don't know, is it correct or not lah? This is Harry Potter actors lah. I didn't watch Harry Potter, so I don't know lah. So I think the girl is Emma Watson, right? So maybe because their face is too young, that's why Toby cannot recognize them. So it depends on Toby's knowledge also on the celebrity. So his knowledge of Harry Potter is all the older actor, not the young one. So he cannot recognize the young one. Okay, let me try one more picture. I download another photo. Let me try. Okay, wait. I download one more photo. Then we try to see whether can detect or not. Okay, we try this photo and see. Yeah, but this photo very small, so probably cannot detect. Because the photo too small, right? Toby can't really see their face. So because of that, cannot detect. Maybe I try find a bigger one. Let me see you got bigger one not. Bigger photo. Okay, maybe I try this one. Hey, where did I save it? Hold on. Okay, let's try. This one. Okay, detected two celebrities. One is Lee Chong Wei, the other is Lin Dan. Okay, can, it works. So even Malaysian celebrity also Toby knows. Okay, so you all managed to do your own celebrity detection program. Okay, someone asked, can detect animals or not? If you look here, right, there's one called object. So under object, you can probably detect animals. This one is detect only for celebrities, but we have brand, we have image tag, we have object. So for animals, you can try under object. Okay. Okay, everyone clear? Everyone understand on how to use these new blocks? Okay. Then there's one more thing I want to show you all for face recognition. So this one you can save it. You can save it. Let's say you call it the celebrity detection program. Then you save it. Okay, save it. Then you open a new file. Okay. So for the next part, we want to do is called the face detection. So everyone, can you open your face detection? Add the face detection extension. Okay. So everyone add the extension for face detection first. The first one here. Okay, everyone add the. So once you add, then you can see some other new blocks have already appeared here already. Got new blocks already. Okay, so for this new program, what I want the program to do is, I want the program to tell me what kind of face I'm making. Am I making a happy face? Am I making a sad face? Am I making a surprise face? Okay, so you make this program. All right. So the first thing first we need to do is, we need this one to turn on your camera, to automatically turn on your camera. This first block here. Okay. Turn on the camera, right? Then we don't need Toby anymore. Since we don't need Toby, we ask Toby to hide. All right. Then we want the program to run endlessly. That means run until they see all my face. So we use the forever block. This one also is a looping block. Just now we use the repeat until block, right? So the repeat until blocks only repeat until all your arguments are fulfilled. For forever block, it just repeats forever only. Anything you put inside here, you'll repeat forever. Okay? So inside the forever block, we want it to, the first thing first, of course, we need to see our face. So how do we see our face? So we use the analyze block. All right, use the analyze block. Okay, we use the analyze block. Then because it's a loop, we need to set our variable to 0 first. So let's call this variable my face. Okay, so we set this variable to my face. All right, everyone, so far so good. Okay, so next thing is we want to see how many types of expressions we can do. Okay, so we use this one. So then we use the operator for so as long as there's a face inside the camera, the program will keep running. Then we change my face to 1. Okay. So because we want the program to keep updating, right? To tell us whether we're making a happy face or whatever lah. Then we need to actually to create clone of Toby. All right, we need to create a clone of Toby. So for this part, we give in this criteria. As long as you see my face, then you change it by 1, then you create a clone. Okay. So this one, we want to, after each clone, right? Because we don't need to be too messy, we want it to clear after each expression is made. So we use the delete clone. Okay, then this one you can put here. Okay, then we need to program what does the clone do. Okay, then we program what does the clone do. So when I start as a clone, you want to set the size. And to set the size, and we want to get the coordinate for your face. All right, we want to get the coordinate of your face. So the first one, let's say we check the width. Okay. Then of my face. Then you set X. This is to detect where your face is, where your face is. So if your face is on the left, then the camera will follow. All right. So next we set the X coordinate. My face. Then we set the this one is set for Y. Then at the end, finally, we want the program to tell us the expression that we're making. So get expression of my face. Then you show. Okay. Okay. So I think our program should be working now. Okay, let's try. Okay, so for this program, right, you need to off wherever you're using your camera. All right. Oh no. Alamak. I accidentally deleted my program. How? Wait. I need to off my camera off first. Uh-huh. Nice broadcast. Uh, Hold on, let me redo. Okay. What position? Then I need to set the size first.
Teacher Tim, they say you forgot to remove the Toby.
Okay. Hold on.
Hold on, yeah, everyone.
Hold on, yeah. Okay. So some of you are already running the program, right? If you're running the program, then you'll notice that Toby is blocking, right? Every time he create the clone, right or not? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, can we see the answer?
Okay, hold on. Let me finish this part first.
Yeah, let's wait for Teacher Tim to finish first. Anyone has done the code? Have you tested? Have you seen anything working or not?
Okay, so just now you all say this guy is blocking, right? Every time you come out with a new expression in your camera. So what we want to do is we just delete him. We go to costumes, then this guy here, say bye bye. Okay. So let me make sure once again all my camera is off, off. Okay. Now everything is off already. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, now everyone can see my face, right? In PictoBlox. So you can see my face here is detecting where my face is. See, wherever I go, it will follow. Then it also tells me the expression that I'm making. So if I'm happy, it say happy. If I'm sad, if I'm angry, so you can make. So is your program doing the same thing now? Everyone program working? So this is the facial recognition program. Of course, this is just a simple program to show you how to use it, just to check your facial expressions. All right. I'm angry just to show you example how the program detect angry face. Okay, I'm not really angry. Okay, you want to see my code? Okay. Which part? This part is it? So this part is the part where you control. Is the part where the program actually tracks your face from left to right. This part. Okay. So this is the tracking part of your program. So if your face is on the left, the box will follow to the left. If it's on the right, then you'll follow to the right. Macam tu. Okay, if of course you all need to make sure one thing is your camera is working lah. If you all can, the first thing first, you all can see or not your face in your PictoBlox. If you all miss anything or you all not sure, you all can rewatch this whole video on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page. Okay, so that time you can even pause. After I talk something, then you do, then you pause, then only you continue like that. Okay. I think we are past the time already. It's already 11:35. So if let's say you all have any questions, right? If you have any questions, then you all save it for next week, okay? Save it for next week. All right. So okay, there's one more thing I want to announce to you all. One more thing I want to announce to you all. For this program, right? For this program, actually, we will be having a competition. After we finish the four workshops, the 4 session, we will be doing a competition. So the competition is separated into primary and secondary. So we got primary competition and secondary student competition. Okay. So the competition is very easy only. Is to create something in PictoBlox lah. The details I only will share next week. Okay. The details I'll share next week on what kind of competition. We will be selecting 5 winners for each category. So for primary category, got 5 winners. For secondary category, got 5 winners. All right. So you all can start thinking already of what program you all want to do for your competition. Okay. All right. So now before I go, I will share. Teacher Fatin will share the link to the quiz. Okay. The link to the quiz for today. So your certificate, after you completed the 4 quizzes, only you'll get a certificate. After you completed the 4 quizzes. So this one is the third one. After next week, you will get your certificate. And if you join the competition, if you submit something for competition, you'll get a special certificate. All right? You'll get a special certificate. So let's say if you do the quiz only, you only will get a certificate of participation. Okay? Participation only. It's the normal one, normal one. So if you join the competition, even if you don't win, you will get a separate certificate. All right? You'll get a pencapaian, sijil pencapaian. All right? So it's better to join the competition, right? You get a special certificate instead of a normal one. All right? So teacher Fatin already shared the link to the quiz, so you all do the quiz. Then remember to join us for the 4th and final lesson of our Ahli Teknologi Muda AI next week at 10 a.m. Next week, we'll be doing NLP or Natural Language Processing. So today we passed time a bit, so I'm sorry. I hope you all had a fun time learning some AI elements today. So with that, I will end today's session and hope to see you all next week at in our YouTube page or our Facebook page. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. See you all next week. Bye bye.